Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Welcome sa Rizal's Life and Works Chapter 7, Paris to Berlin. Ngayon po i-discuss po natin ngayon kung ano yung naging buhay ni Rizal mula Paris hanggang Berlin kasama ang aking partner na si Abdullah Ferdowsia. Jose Rizal in Paris. So, dito malalaman natin kung ano nga ba talaga ang naging buhay ni Rizal sa Paris bago siya napunta sa Berlin. Jose Rizal, after completing his study in Madrid, Rizal went to Paris and Germany in order to specialize in ophthalmology dahil si Rizal, pinili niya itong branch ng medicine na ito, which is yung ophthalmology, because he want to cure his mother eye ailment, and he also served as an assistant sa mga professional na doctors ng Europe, and also he continued his travels sa kanyang European life and customs sa Paris, Heidelberg, Leipzig, and sa Berlin. So dun sa Berlin na yun is nagkaroon siya ng 4 na kaibigan na Germany scientists, which is sila Dr. Fyodor Jagor, Dr. Adolf B. Mayer, Dr. Hans Mayer, and Dr. Rudolf Virchow. So, his merit as a scientist were recognized by eminent scientists of Europe. Paris, 1885 to 1886. So, yun nga, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, Rizal, after completing his studies in Madrid, which is Universidad Central de Madrid, Rizal's 24 years old and he already a physician. So, he decided to go in Paris to acquire more knowledge in ophthalmology because he want to cure his mother eye ailment. So, on his way in Paris, he stopped at Barcelona and he visit a friend, Maximo Viola. Maximo Viola, he is a medical student and a member of a rich family of San Miguel, Bulacan. And he stayed for a week. And habang nung nag-stay siya doon, nakilala niya at naging kaibigan niya si Senior Eusebio Corominas na editor ng newspaper ng La Publicidad, at gumawa siya ng crayon sketch ni Don Miguel Moraita na pagmamay-ari ng La Publicidad. In October 1885, Rizal was living in Paris where he sojourned for about 4 months, and he worked as an assistant of Dr. Louis D. Weckert, a leading French ophthalmologist. So, si Rizal, nagstay siya ng 4 months sa Paris at nagtrabaho din siya bilang assistant ni Dr. Weckert na isang sikat at kilala na French ophthalmologist. So, outside his working days at Dr. Weckert's, Rizal also visit his friends such as the family of Pardo de Taveras. Yun yung sila Trinidad, Felix, and Paz. So si Paz de Tavera later became the wife of Luna. So etong si Paz de Tavera, sa kanyang album, nagdrawing si Rizal ng sketch na series ng sketch ng story ng The Monkey and the Turtle. He also helped Luna by posing as a model in several painting. So first is the Death of Cleopatra. Rizal posed as an Egyptian priest, and the second is the Blood Compact. Rizal posed an Sikatuna. So dito sa Blood Compact, kasama niya si Dr. Trinidad Pardo de Tavera na nag-take ng role as an Legazpi. Rizal as a musician. So Rizal had no natural aptitude for music, and this he admitted. So si Rizal, inamin niya na wala talaga siyang nature sa music, pero pinag-aralan niya pa rin ito dahil sa kanyang classmate na sa Ateneo na nag-take ng music lesson. So, noong November 27, 1878, sumulat siya ng letter para kay Enrique Lete at sinabi niya dito na natuto siya dahil sa pag-aaral niya ng music, natutunan niya ang solfegyo, natuto din siyang magpiano, yung voice culture sa loob ng one month and a half. So, dito, nag-confess din siya kay Enrique na hindi talaga siya marunong kumanta talaga. So, dahil nga sa determination at consistent niya pag-practice sa kanyang music studies, si Rizal natuto siyang mag-play ng flute, and that's why Rizal became a flutist. So, nakakompose siya ng 3 music. First is the song entitled Yunor. Kinompose niya ito before his departure in Spain. Second is El Canto del Prisionero, a danza. Gicompose niya ito before his exile in Dapitan. And lastly, he composed Alinmang Lahi, a patriotic hymn. After niya mag-gain ng knowledge at enough na experience sa Dr. Wecker's clinic, Rizal reluctantly left Guy in Paris, at para sa kanya is nagkaroon siya ng mga happy days during sa kanyang pag-stay sa Paris. On February 8, 1886, Rizal arrived in Heidelberg. So, for short time, Rizal nagstay siya sa boarding house kasama yung mga German law students, at yung mga students na yun is nalaman nila na Rizal was a good chess player, so nirecommend nila ito sa chess player club, and Rizal became a member of the chess club, at mga member din dito yung mga law students. And yung ibang sabi ng ibang biographers is hindi totoo na nag-aral si Rizal ng law sa University of Heidelberg. Nag-attend lang siya doon para lang magkaroon ng knowledge about laws. Later on, Rizal lived with a Lutheran minister, which is the Pastor Karl Ulmer. So silang dalawa is naging magkaibigan sila, at nagkaroon din sila ng maraming kaibigan, at nag-discuss sila about sa merits ng Catholicism and Protestantism. So Rizal, although he is a Mason, but he regarded that Catholicism is a better religion than Protestantism. So, in Heidelberg, dahil nga sa kagustuhan ni Rizal na ma-enhance yung knowledge niya and experience niya sa pagiging ophthalmologist niya, is nagtrabaho siya kay Dr. Javier Galizowski, and nag-aral siya under kay Dr. Otto Becker, the great German authority on ophthalmologists, just because he want to cure his mother eye ailment. And he became a cartoonist because of his caricature sketcher of the 2 German boys. Rizal, during his stay in Heidelberg, Rizal used to wander around, strolling along the cool bank of the nature river, and admiring all the pictures na nandoon. And then one day, habang nagsistroll siya doon is may na-attract siya doon sa blooming flowers na yun, and lahat ng flowers na nandoon is doon lang siya na-attract sa light blue na flowers na yun, and tinawag niyang forget me not. And dahil dun sa blooming flowers na yun, on April 22, 1886 is ginawaan niya ng poem na yun dahil sa naalala niya yung kanyang hometown, and homesick siya sa moment na yun, and then gumawa siya ng poem na yun na ang title is Alas Flores de Heidelberg, or to the Flowers of Heidelberg. First letter to Blumentritt. On July 31, 1886, nagsulat si Rizal ng letter in German para kay Professor Ferdinand Blumentritt, the director of the Ateneo of Late Meritz, Austria. At narinig ni Rizal sa Austrian ethnologist na ito na interesado si Blumentritt na sa Philippine language, at kaya nagsulat si Rizal ng letter, at ang laman ng letter ito is narinig niya or nalaman ni Rizal na nag-study or interesado si Blumentritt sa Philippine language, at nakita or nalaman din ni Rizal na nag-publish si Blumentritt ng some works na about sa Philippine language. At dahil dito humingi ng permiso si Rizal na padalhan niya si Blumentritt ng 2 valuable book na sinulat ni Rufino Baltasar Hernandez, isa sa mga countryman ni Rizal. So, sa letter na ito is ang title ng books na yun is Arithmetica or Arithmetic, at pinadalhan niya ito ng dalawang language, dalawang version, which is the Spanish version and the Tagalog version. And sa first letter ni Rizal kay Blumentritt, na impress si Blumentritt, at dahil doon doon na nagsimula yung kanilang magandang pagkakaibigan, at tumagal ito at naging mag-best friend na sila. On August 6, 1886, the celebration of the 5th centenary of Heidelberg University. So, it was 2 days before Rizal departure. So, and he was sad because he came to love the beautiful city and its hospitable people. Rizal goes to Leipzig. So, on August 8, 1886, 2 days after ng 5th centenary celebration ng University of Heidelberg, si Rizal ay umalis na nga sa Heidelberg, and sumakay siya ng train, and habang nasa travel siya, bumisita din siya sa iba't ibang city ng Germany, and Rizal arrived in Leipzig on August 14, 1886. So, 6 days siya nag-travel, no? So, after niya dumating sa Leipzig, nag-attend siya ng some lecture sa University ng Leipzig na History and Psychology. And naging kaibigan niya itong si Professor Frederick Ratzel, na famous German historian. Rizal stayed in Leipzig from August 14 to October 29, 1886. So, more than one month siya nag-stay sa Leipzig. So, in this Germany city. Doon yan tinranslate yung Schiller William Tell na from Germany to Tagalog. Dahil ang gusto ni Rizal, yung mga kapwa niya Filipino is maintindihan ng mga kapwa niya Filipino yung kung ano nga ba yung story ng pagkapanalo ng Swiss independence. And later on, si Rizal tinranslate niya rin sa Tagalog para for his nephews and nieces yung mga Hans Andersen fairy tales. On October 29, 1886, doon na nga umalis si Rizal sa Leipzig papuntang Berlin. At doon na niya unang na-meet si Dr. Adolf B. Meyer na director ng Anthropological and Ethnological Museum. So, ang magdidiscuss nito sa kung ano nga ba yung naging buhay ni Rizal sa Berlin, i-discuss siya ng aking partner na si Abdullah Ferdowsia. So, that's all. Thank you.